Alright, so this is going to be a little weird, but today we are going to be reviewing a very large box Zords, and that is, well, I gotta zoom out for this, because I'm not doing all of these. No, it's gonna be a collaboration, but it's Power Rangers, Beast Morphers, and Kume Sentai Go Busters. Wow. Okay, intro and explain. Alright, so I got this off of Amazon. This was an Amazon exclusive for Power Rangers Beast Morphers, which had the Beast X Ultra Zord, having also a little stand with all of the Rangers. I don't know where my blue guy is. He's either in the box, because this is all loosey-goosey when I opened it up, or he's somewhere in the storage of boxes. But we are going to review the very first Megazord, being the Buster Vehicle CB1 or Go Buster Ace, and of course the Red Rangers Racer Zord, which is the Cheetah Racer Zord, and we're going to do that. So I'm going to transition to just this, to everything unboxed. Well, not everything unboxed, because this is huge. I'm not doing an unboxing. Just literally just falls apart when I open it and everything. So I'm just going to transition to, do it. Alright, so this is much more manageable. So this is Buster Vehicle CB1, also known as Cheetah Buster, and this is the Racer Zord in Beast Morphers. So for Go Busters, there's one exclusive thing when it comes to the heads. As you can see, they are very small. They can both do the mouth thing. This one's a little looser. Doesn't have a little grip on it. This one does. It's a little more detailed. But on the back of it, if I put that down and that down, we have our little racer buddy. I forgot what his name is. So after looking it up, this is known as Cheetah Nick in Go Busters, but in Power Rangers, he is known as Cruz. So yeah, Cheetah Nick. So Cheetah Nick for Go Busters, and then Cruz for Beast Morphers. Now, again, the back of this is just nothing. However, their Zord modes are pretty simple. So to make the Buster Machine and Linked modes, this one's pretty simple. You don't have to turn it into Cheetah mode, but this one you do. So just fold the legs back, bring this forward, and then there's a locking peg right there, which will lock that into place. Now, it doesn't go off locking pegs, it goes off of sort of round pegs. See right there, there's round pegs right there and there. Just kind of attach it there at the body. So, and then close the feet. And then for this one, it's literally this piece right here. Bring the legs up again. My legs for this one isn't staying, but as you can see, there's a little divot right there, and then this little part will just attach up here, so doesn't really matter. If my feet is messed up or not, it still works. There you are, Linked Moan and Buster Machine. Whoa. Now, with this mode, I do want to point out a few differences between not only the heads, but also the machine itself before we go on to cheetah mode. Alright, so the first thing is there are no white lights here, nor is there gold right here. So, no gold parts or white lights. It's missing a lot of detailing in the front. That includes blue eyes instead of these weird glow-in-the-dark type eyes. The black head part. For the wheels, it's missing a little bit of red. And the back is completely different, and I'll explain that in a minute. There's no silver gloss finish. Again, back is completely different. Okay, so with cheetah mode for each of these, it's very different. So showing these off comparison wise is different. So I'm going to go with Go Buster and then Beast Morphers. So with Go Buster, it's pretty easy. Just bring the wheels around like so, because they have various locking pegs here and here. And then there's a locking peg here and on the wheel itself. Bring the leg down, should be at least one click. And then bring this leg down. But before you bring it down completely, bring this forward and around. And then this will lock in the same way. Forward and around, same way. And then for the tail, you're just going to, this little arrow here will tell you to push it that way, bring it forward, and then bring that down. So it was up before, now it's down. Ta-da! One cheetah mode done. This one is very different. You're going to take the one with the biggest panel right here and place it, no, not the big panel, the little panel first. Place that all the way around like so. So it's like that. And do the same thing with the other side. So the big panel is facing. Bring the cheetah legs down. Should be at least 2 sort of stuck clicks. The legs are the same. So once you bring that down, forward, around, and then you all should click. These are also based off of little pegs, nothing else, and then a little bit of clicky foreplay. Now for the blade itself, it's still the same, but you're going to take it off wherever your little notch is. Bring it forward and around. Now it can still do this part, but not really, because it's designed differently. What you're going to do is you're going to keep it down like this, and there are 2 slots. There's one here and one here, and you're just going to slide that in right there. And ta-da! The cheetah mode. With this one, it is very different. Now, they did keep the GB in the show. However, it is not shown on the Zord itself. As you can see, it would have been here, but there is a peg. It is missing various gold parts to it. As you can see. So it missed a lot of gold parts. And the fact that there is no GB, which would have been Grid Battle Force, rather than just normal Go Busters. I like how they added that detail, like they kept the symbol and the GB being Grid Battle Force. So that way they would still have Go Busters, even though it's called Beast Morphers. But this is basically Beast Animal CB-101 Cheetah. And then of course, Racer Zord Cheetah mode. So they're both the same. This one's just has different legging than this one. Like this one's a little buffer in the legs than this one. But now we're going to combine it into Megazord mode, or in this case, it's just battle mode, not Megazord mode. So I'll show that off. What you first want to do is bring these back into cars. So, alright, now that we have them back in card mode, they're essentially going to transform the seam. I will tell you the differences between the transformations. So let's go. So the first big difference would be remove this part and then place it as you would the tail. Whoops. Making it the sword. Place it off to the side, because that's it. Now, since I've started off with this one, we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to go to Go Busters. So for the Racer Zord battle mode, it's pretty simple. Just grab right here, doesn't matter where, as long as it's above these two, and just kind of split them apart, and bring them around and down. Around and down. Next, you're going to split the arms apart, because they were placed on little pegs, and bring them forward till they're about here, over and around, over and around. Now with this one, it's basically the entire foot part, so right where this part is, you'll bring this completely forward. Sword in hand. Then of course bring the horn and visor around. And then right here where it's kind of locky, you're just gonna place it right there. And that's one Zord done. Next up is this one, and it's the same thing. However, this is locked into place. There are buttons right here that you'll press and then bring it forward and around, and it'll lock into place again. Push the button, forward and around, lock in like that. Bring the arms apart again, and then they'll lock into place with locking pegs around and around. Now with this one, it's pretty much the same thing, around and forward, but with the arm, what you want to do is you want to make the tail again, just like that, but you're going to twist the sword around, like so, because it's on a ball bearing. Bring this around and over. Then bring your horn and visor up. Now with the feet, it doesn't have that large foot thing. You're just going to do one, it goes one click, two click. 1, 2. And then this will go in the middle of this using joint pegs that are on the inside. Like so. And ta-da! Go Racer Zord battle mode and go Busta Ace. CV1 Ace. Whoa! So as you can see, this one is smaller and has more detail than this one, because this one is just all painted red more often, but it has more points of articulation than this one. Where are the points of articulation? Well, they're in the fists, because these fists cannot turn other than here. These fists can turn, and I think the fist can turn. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, maybe the fist can't turn. Alright, so the fist can't turn. However, there are articulation in the legs, so they can be bendy. And that falls off because it's not really secure. This can be split apart a little bit more. And of course, like the legs and everything. It is missing a lot more parts. But it has better feet going in. Than Ace does, but Ace is a little more accurate. Ace also has more black coloring than battle mode, and of course there's the iconic Go Buster symbol right here, if you guys can see that. And there is no grid battle force of the symbol on the main Zord itself. However, they do implement like more machine parts in this one than in the Go Buster one, but that's to be expected. Again, this is like mainly color wise. The Go Buster symbol is also seen on both ones right there on the top, but not really on any of the sides. So when this was transformed into cheetah mode and Megazord mode, so this one only has one, this one has about 3 of the symbols for Go Busters. I mean, this is pretty much my review. I know my reviews are weird and short, but you guys can clearly see like there's no silver on the little ball joints right here. This should have been completely black, and then that would have been kept red. Black until about here, making that part red. The missing symbol. This is the fact that this is not how it is. I mean, I do like the fact that this is supposed to be the mirror and they kept it that way. And then this one is not. It is both the mirror and the feet, which is more correct. But yeah, this was Go Buster Ace. Oh, and there's like a small detail, and I'll show it off on this one, but there's no black vent parts shown on the Hasbro edition of the Zord. There we go. And the reason why my weapon is wonky is, I don't know, I think it's wonky due to the fact that it's a little older. And it doesn't matter what side I put this on. Still is about the same. Same thing with this one. Doesn't matter what side I put it on, whether it's the loose side or the solid side. Still about the same. See? Can't really... You can have to do a sword fight like this. Well, we all know who won that sword fight. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching my video of Beast Morphers Racer Zord, which is basically just a Racer Zord, even though it's like cheetah mode. But basically the red Racer Zord and Go Buster, let me just fix that, Go Buster Ace, also known as Buster Vehicle or Cheetah Buster. Pretty sure that's what CB means, Cheetah Buster 1. But thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we will do blue and yellow. Oh, before I even actually end the video, I do want to show you the small American exclusive I got with the Ultra Zord. Excuse me. And that was this. It's a little stand with every single reindeer shown. I'll show off red, since we're in red only. But red is very detailed. I like how red stands out. I don't know why I didn't do this for like the Zord Ascension Pack project, but you know what? This is actually really fun, having these tiny figures. I'll show off the rest later. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!